Hello, so let's just jump right into it. I'm going to LA this weekend, so I'm going to use some Odd Loop stickers from last year, and obviously it's not going to be nearly as exciting as when I used this kit last year. I'll leave the plan with me linked below if you want to see, but this is what I've got. I'm not going to use the Disneyland box because we're not going to Disneyland, so I don't know when I'm going to use that because I honestly don't know when we're going to go to Disneyland next. Maybe when Star Wars Land opens, but yeah, we'll put that aside. I'll probably use the headers on that sheet though. But yeah, I feel kind of weird filming this because I have not done this in a while. So we're just going to try it out. And it was a toss-up whether I was going to use this or leftovers I had from Waving Hello, but I decided to go with this because we're doing like a, well, it's not like an official tour or anything, but it's Nathan's gonna show me around sort of, I don't know if you would call it central Los Angeles, but I don't know, we're gonna do a lot of things because I forget when I brought this up, but I was like, hey, I don't feel like we've really done any like sightseeing in LA. We sort of have. We've gone to like Koreatown, we've gone to the Arts District, we've gone to like very specific neighborhoods, but we haven't done like I haven't seen Union Station or Elvira Street, or there's this place called The Last Bookstore. It's this huge bookstore. So those are the type of things we're gonna do, and we're gonna take the bus out there. Or the train, I'm not sure yet. Nathan has a car, like many UCLA students do, but he doesn't really use it very often. He just kind of has it there because he's paying for a parking spot anyway. So, but yeah, really, I feel like he only really uses it to come get me from the airport. And that's kind of it. He's very big into public transit. I mean, that's his whole degree, so he uses public transit a lot and he prefers it a lot. I prefer my car when I'm up here. When I'm in the big city though, like, I'm all about public transit because I'll just leave it up to someone else to navigate all of that. I've driven in the city, I've driven in San Francisco before and that was okay, but never driven in LA. But I might have to soon because, and I haven't really talked about this yet because it's not set in stone, or at least I don't feel like it is, but I'm probably going to be moving to SoCal later this year, towards the end of the summer, because I got accepted into, for those of you who have been like following along with vlogs and everything, like I got accepted into both grad school programs that I applied to. One's up here, one's down there. I kind of did that on purpose. And the one that I really want to get into, which is down there, the department has voted me in. But the university, for some reason, didn't file my transcripts from 2 of my community colleges because I sent them before I submitted my application, and so they went into the unknown folder. Isn't that exciting? And so I'm still getting all of that worked out. I need to call tomorrow because I'm worried they didn't get my financial aid forms either. And I don't think I qualify for any actual like grants or anything, but they do need to have that on file in order to offer me loans, which I will need because I have to pay for it somehow. So anyway, I just put down all the checklists. I'm hoping I made the right decision here. I mean, there's purple in the kit, so I'm hoping I can tie that into the April colors, but yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a different style of video that I've done. I'm not going to talk so much about the stickers, and I'm going to talk more about like what's actually going on. And a lot of that's going to be covered with the checklists because I don't think I've used checklists in like several, like full checklists in several weeks. Like I went back and looked, and the last week where I had full checklists was way back at the beginning of March. And so since then, I've just kind of been piecing together stuff. Because that's my life right now. I'm just trying to save up a lot of money for some upcoming changes, and hopefully those things go through. I'm fairly confident they will, but yeah, I feel weird saying all of this because I don't want to jinx it, but I'm also like, okay, this better happen. And if it doesn't, I will explain why, but honestly, I really hope it goes through. Like my boss was asking if I had heard from anybody yet. And I was like, yeah, I have, but I explained to her the transcript issue. And I hadn't planned on telling her until I got it all worked out. I mean, she already knew I was in the process, but because she recommended me, but I wasn't gonna tell her like I had been accepted anywhere until I got everything figured out. And then I called my mom last weekend and told her, and she's super excited, and my sister's super excited, and so it'll all be good once it's worked out. I just hope it all works out soon. Because it's getting to be obviously the end of April, and I need to start figuring things out because both schools I applied to started like mid-August. So it would be nice to have this all figured out like pretty soon so I can start planning. Okay, speaking of planning, I need to actually do that. So my work-related things I'm just going to put on the checklist. I'll put call financial aid on the checklist too. And then Tuesday, Nathan gets back from New Orleans. He's there right now. He's texting me videos and stuff. It's so funny to see him like sort of vlog like on his phone. He got a new phone, by the way, and I'm super jealous. I'm also super jealous that he's in New Orleans. I'm just super jealous of him lately, but like in a good way, not in a bad way, I think, but anyway, I'm also gonna put this on the checklist. I have to go to a local candidate forum on Thursday for my job. Okay. I'll use a label to mark that he's coming home, or to his home in LA. I think he's coming home in like the afternoon or the evening. I'm not sure. One of those. Okay, so that'll be for that. I need to pack for my trip. I think I'm just going to use one of these littles, and I'll cover it up with some sort of character that I will find later. If you hear any like really chirpy birds in the background, obviously it's spring, and there's one bird in particular. I don't know if it's a mockingbird or what it is, but he makes all sorts of noises. There's one every year, and it continues like through the summer. And it doesn't bother me or anything. Like this is not like failure to launch where, what's her name? Is it Zooey Deschanel? I think so. Where she like kills the bird. Like that's not me. Like I don't mind listening to it. But it's just really funny and makes for some interesting background noise. Okay, and then on Thursday evening, I need to check in for my flight. So I'll just use another one of these. You know, just in case I don't have anything to cover this up, I'm going to use like the little TV computer thing. Because I usually do that on my computer, and then I have the boarding pass sent to my phone, and that way I don't have to worry about losing it. Back when I didn't have a phone that was very good, like I had a 3GS for a really long time, and I wouldn't send the boarding pass to my phone because I was worried that like my battery wasn't going to last long enough. But nowadays, I mean, my phone battery is still not great because it's still an iPhone, but lately I'm a little more confident about my phone battery not totally dying on me when I'm traveling. I'm gonna put a half box at the top of Saturday, along with, I'm going to surround this with some washi because I think that'll look cool, except we're not driving. Never mind. I take that back. I'll do the taco truck washi. I used this kit last year when I went to see Nathan, or when I went to LA for a week and stayed with Nathan. And I was so excited and was like, ooh, I'm gonna be in LA for a week. And then, as you probably know, I talk about this all the time because, you know, I love complaining. I don't really, I just, you know, sometimes I complain a lot, but got sick and was sick the whole week, and we still like went to the arts district and probably went out more than we should have for how sick we were, but you know, I was there for a week, like I didn't want to waste it, you know. So I'm just gonna use this up, and then I'm gonna need like a header or something to put on top of this. But I will decide that when I'm putting in all the half boxes, or all the headers. What am I even saying? I don't know. So that's for that. For my flight, I guess I'll just use a half box. My flight's at 10 o'clock. Both of my flights are at 10 o'clock. Actually, no, I don't want to use half boxes. Flying is just not super exciting to me anymore. I mean, it still is. I shouldn't say that. Like, it's still exciting, but I don't think about it as much anymore, especially when I only take like an hour-long flight like this. But I will have to say, like, seeing, if you have a phobia of like flying, like, you should probably just skip ahead, because I'm going to talk about the bad thing that happened last week on Southwest. So skip ahead if you already have a great fear of flying, because this is not going to help you. Yeah, seeing the news about Southwest was great and not great. And actually, one of my coworkers was going to fly the very next day on Southwest to go see his family in Arizona. And so I brought it up, and he was like, and then he brought up how he's going to fly the next day. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. And of course, like, stuff like that is such a fluke. Like, you never know what's going to happen. And obviously, we all get in our cars every single day. And, like, the likelihood of you getting in a crash in your car is way higher because you're always in your car. Unless you don't have a car and you only use public transit. But, yeah. Yeah, that was kind of scary, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably not going to sit next to the window like I always like to do on Friday, although I might do it anyway, because I don't really want to live my life in fear. Yeah, but you know, I have some drink coupons that expire on the 30th, so I think I'm gonna use one of those on Friday night, just to get me through. Okay. I don't have any bottom washi for this week's, and I don't really know what I'm going to do with that. So I'm just going to leave it for now. This looks so blank, but I think that's just going to that's how it's going to be this week. I really want to see Isle of Dogs. I really like Wes Anderson films, at least the ones I've seen, and I really like dogs. So, and I wanted to see it the last time Nathan was here. But the theater here that is going to show it was not showing it that week. They were waiting until April to pick it up because it's kind of like an independent theater. This might be a one-clip plan with me. Weirdly enough, I just checked the time and I have 5 minutes left and I don't have a whole lot more to do. I'm not going to mark the movie because I'm not sure when we're going to go see that yet. But I don't have a habit tracker this week, so I think I'm just going to put in this ombre box. What am I going to use this for, though? I don't really know. Maybe tracking... Oh, you know what? This will be good for tracking meals since I don't have icons along the bottom. I've been using a habit tracker to track like not wasting money, but this week it's the last week of the month. Like if I've been good for most of the month, like usually the last week of the month is like, okay, you can relax a little bit because you did what you're supposed to do for the whole month. So yeah, I have like a bunch of money in my not a bunch, but like I have money left in the budget for fun stuff that I can use this weekend if I want to buy anything or if I want to like get food. So that's nice. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put these headers throughout, and I'm not gonna film that because it's gonna take way too long for me to figure this all out. But I will go figure out where I'm putting all of these, and I'll be right back. Okay, that took me so long, and Nathan called in between all of that, so my camera shut off in the middle of me talking. But I pulled out some of my character stickers and things like that. I switched things up on Monday. I decided to put this highway washi in, and then I put the laundry sticker on a label to cover up that header, and I might even end up doing that. I'm just gonna go ahead. No, I'm not. I'm gonna leave some space open. I hope that's okay. Just because I'm not 100% set on everything. So that's just kind of how it's gonna be. I know this is a totally different, not totally different. I don't know. This is why it's been hard to film these videos lately, because I feel like I feel like this is boring. For me to just like use sticker scraps and what am I trying to say? For me to use sticker scraps and not really fill out most of the week. But let me know if you're okay with that. And maybe you are, maybe you aren't. For packing, which I'm going to do on Wednesday night because I have to work late on Thursday, I'm going to use this little sticker from Fox and Cactus, this little suitcase. Even though I'm not bringing a suitcase, I usually just bring a duffel bag. I made an appointment to get my passport, by the way, so that'll be fun to use that. Okay, and if we go and see the movie, I will use that sticker. But for now, I think that's gonna be it. I'm sorry this is so boring. I'm sure once I am done and take down my whole setup here, I'll think of things I could have put in. But I'm gonna go ahead and write everything in, and I will show you what that looks like. Alright, so there it is, super simple. So here are the stickers I still have left over if I want to use them. So I have these pieces left. I have some things left here, a couple labels, 3 half boxes, 1 label here. I might consolidate some of these sheets. 3 little flags. This is totally empty. And this 1 box that I'll probably cut out and put somewhere with like I have a lot of like stickers from freebies that have like Minnie Mouse ears on them, so. But I don't go to Disney often enough, but I have a ton of like Disney stickers, so yeah. Okay, so I hope this wasn't too terribly boring, but thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye.